Okay, hi everybody. It's 7:51 on Sunday. I feel like a horrible person. I'm not gonna cry. I took down the video yesterday because even though my dog deserved to be scolded and she was a little bit of a brat, she still protected us from two big dogs, and she's my little hero. But she didn't deserve to have it on video, and she didn't deserve for me to post it, so I felt like a really bad mommy yesterday, and I was, and I spent all night with her, and we're gonna spend all day together, but she is okay. Let me tell you, let me show you. Hi, baby. Hey, say good morning. Good morning, bless you. Say hi. You my pretty girl? Yes. Oh, baby, yeah. You're my pretty girl. I love you. Hey, mommy love you. No, you have to stay like that until I'm done doing the reading, okay? Okay. So that's why I'm back. I just hugged her right. So she's doing fine. She has no, she took on two big dogs yesterday, and she came out untouched. Untouched. So, if I lose viewers, I lose viewers. I am only human. I make mistakes too. I'm an imperfect person, but I'm here. I'm trying to make it right, and that's my baby. And the things that I do affect me. My decisions affect me. My decisions affect my family. They affect a lot of things. So, I only had 4 views yesterday. Who knows what they did with the video? Blah 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 blah. But that's why I took it down. I took it down personally because I didn't feel good about it. I couldn't have a good time yesterday with my friend about it, and in between all that, I ended up taking it down. So, anyhow, here we are. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you. And not only that every time we go to that park, that happens. It happened the first time when I jumped on the table, and then it happened that time. And, she is an instigator, though. She did deserve to be scolded, but like I said, she didn't deserve any of the other stuff, And after that, we hugged it out here on the table, and she was fine. But, last night, I cuddled with her, and she was just like, I felt so bad. She, it's traumatizing. And that's not just for animals, for people in general, for all of us. So I was in the moment. It was my ego, probably. Probably it was. So, we can't take things back. We could just move forward and make them right. So that's what I'm here trying to do. Anyways, so I apologize to anybody if I apologize. So, here we go. These little wiener dogs. Is she not barking? Sometimes it happens. Like, I feel like it was still a lesson. It was still a lesson. People that like to harass people, I don't feel like she was harassing them. She was being protective, but, you don't have to, not everything deserves a reaction, and that's what I'm trying to work. I've been trying to work on that with her for a while, but she just gets tunnel vision and just goes for it. So it's really hard in that sense to train her in that way. But it's something that we got to work on. So, yep, we got the 5 of Pentacles and the and the Hierophant here. Material troubles. So it's actually, in this sense, making things right, working hard. So being left out in the cold, feeling as though, the wheels are spinning, but the fruit just, how there's vines here, but it's not growing any fruit on it. Being you know, working on something that just isn't growing. It looks like it's growing, but you see the birds are, oh my god, there's so many dogs here, it's so cute. And this park here, it's so different. That park is kind of hidden, you know, and probably that's probably why it's like that, you know. Not a lot of, anyways. Okay, I'm gonna focus. um it's like something's blocking it in the middle. You see how that has horns in the middle? It's like it's growing from something negative, right? But it's not even growing. You see how the flowers here are killing it? There's something that is killing growth of something. However, the Hierophant's here. It's actually transmuting it. So something that shouldn't be growing, or something that people felt shouldn't be growing right here, they're trying to stop it, is actually going to start growing. It's going to become a thing because it's something of God. It's something of the higher power. It's something of eternal gods, right? And this right here, it's like the voices of the divine. That's what the bottom of this card says. The voices of the divine are coming together, and working very hard. You see how these pentacles are all black? It's like, and you see how these pentacles just have one black line each. It looks like a record, but this one right here is completing itself. There's a lot of God's divine voices here coming together to complete themselves with things, with material things, with building things, with building each other up, with building, you know, with growing something. You see now there's flowers here at the 4, and you see the 5th one here is half of the wheel. And all of these were not like that before. Now they are. You see that? How there's flowers growing on the wheels now. One is incomplete, but that's okay. That's the 5th wheel. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere because something was missing, right? Something was missing. That horn right there had got to something. So something was missing, but that's okay because it's getting complete now. And then if you go this way and up again, we have to, it will be missing there, but it'll be completed because there's another complete one over there. It like I was saying yesterday, it's hard to heal something. Was I saying that yesterday, or was I saying that to my friend? Yeah, I was saying it to my friend. It's hard to heal certain things depending on how deep it is, only because it, you can only dip in so much because it takes you back to the moment and the place and the time where it hurt really bad and it feels real. It feels real. So it's like, it doesn't matter though, because we have progress here. You see, there's progress, and anything that is missing here, right? It's not really missing. It's just growing. Things are growing beautifully over it, because it's complete. So now the wheel within is complete. So now it exudes roses and flowers and abundance exuding outside of it. I don't know, my hair looks a mess, but it's okay. It's fucking 7:15, okay? I just literally got out of bed and was like, we gotta go redo this. I was gonna stop for coffee, but I forgot my stupid wallet, and I don't want to tap my card on my phone, so I'd rather use cash. So I'll just go home and make coffee since I have coffee at home. Anyways, you know, before I sat down here, well, not before I sat down here, but before I started the video, I sat and I prayed. And it's very still here. But when I was praying, the breeze started kicking up, and God and the Spirit was, you know, surrounding me. So I knew that what I was doing is the right thing. Because yesterday I also didn't want to do a video. I wanted to do it this morning. But, you know, I've been consistently on Saturday, so I wanted to keep that flow going. But sometimes, what is this? Sometimes it's not sometimes. Me always doing that always ended up ruining something. Me not listening to myself and wanting to please others, not just please others, but, you know, be consistent like that, just for me fucks everything up. And I don't like that. So if I'm not here on a Saturday, then it's for a reason. If I'm not here consistently, it's for a reason. I'm not setting you up for anything because I'm continuing to be consistent on my Saturdays because it kind of, I enjoy it, you know. But yesterday, I was like, no, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna go with my friend. I'm gonna do this, da 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 da. Da. But I didn't. I wanted to be here today, and today is just like beautiful. It's beautiful. So always listening to instincts. God is here. It was yeah, illuminating. This is what is going to be. You see how these wheels here turn into flowers? That's what's happening here. So inside the material world, yes, it's going to be that, but they're going to become like the sun. It's going to be a very bright energy. And I know I'm going to go back to yesterday's message. What monkey? I'm going to go back to, mwah. I'm going to go back to yesterday's message. Oh, mama. Okay, hold on. Only if you could be good girl. We'll put this shit on my floor. Hold on. Oh, Orion, wait. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here, monkey. It's not gonna stay on my floor. I'll just put it like this. Come here. Yeah. Say hi. You okay, huh? You okay? Okay. So, things are going to, start illuminating. Mama, you gotta come over here. She pulled my arm. Things are gonna start turning into the sun. Yeah, Queen of Wands here. I feel like there's a lot of women that are, or feminine energies, whether you're a man or a woman. I feel like those are the energies that are starting to become like the sun. They're starting to, excuse me, exude their beauty, exude their inner strength, exude their inner beauty. Exude all of their great qualities on the outside, and I feel that's why they're gonna, women are gonna start being, I don't know, I want to say celibate, more focused, okay? Because when you're celibate, you're focused. Mama, come here. You're focused more on yourself, and you should be. I feel that people in general, men and women, I feel like they should. Maybe this is something because I felt I wanted to do, but I feel that it's good that people that are in their 20s up to like probably 27, 28, I feel like they should live their life. They should get their shit together. Oh my God, Orion. I swear. You better behave. I trust her though. Like, no, I don't. Maybe I feel like a lot of women don't trust themselves, but you should. You should. Because you have the power. You have the power to say yes to be with someone. You have the power to say no to be with someone. Men may not like it, but this is your journey. This is your journey to be better. Whether you're a man or a woman. Women may not like it either, but we'll get over it. Women get over it. Women, look, I agree. All women are crazy. All women are crazy, but there's levels to it. I'm crazy. I'm a crazy woman, but I'm not a slash your tire if I can break your windshield crazy. I'm not crazy like that. I'm crazy in being free. I'm crazy in having no filter. I'm crazy in being on it. I'm crazy in different ways. All women are crazy, yet I feel like all men are crazy too. What are you huffing and puffing at, huh? I feel men are all weird. I feel men are weirdos, I feel like all men are weirdos. There's just levels to it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're like a 30-year-old guy and you want a 20-year-old girl or 19-year-old girl, you're a weirdo. Get someone your own age. You know what I'm saying? If you're a woman who, say vice versa, if you're a woman who's like 30 and you want a 19-year-old boy, that's weird. That's weird. You know what I mean? That's a teenager. That's a young, it's not, it's a young adult, not even a young adult. You know what I mean? Mentally, men are 5 years older. So if a man's 21, technically, mentally, he's still 16 or 17 years old. Like, and women are mature, yeah. But still, if a woman is 21, mentally, she's probably still 18 or 20. You know what I mean? But women tend to be, yes, more mature. But at the same time, you know, that's weird. And that could actually be a secret that's coming out here with the moon at the bottom of the deck. With the moon at the bottom of the deck and the Hierophant. Yeah, the Hierophant, God is revealing something about secrets. It's flux and reflux. It's action and reaction, right? And not only that, the truth of the Queen of Wands here, coming out, exuding her truth here, is something that is being a secret that's being revealed. The Knight of Pentacles. This land of truth is very slow growing. It's a very honorable... I keep on reading what's written right here. It says, fuck your hood, Craig. Oh my God. I don't know if someone's name is Craig or not. That's funny. That's funny. Anyways, yeah, it's a very fertile Ace of Wands here. This is what is taking action. Not only that, it's underneath the Eight of Pentacles. Something is going to be growing very, very quickly. Something is going to be growing very, very quickly. It's going to be communication, whatever that is. It's going to be heard from far and wide. Far and wide. This is the Echoing Hills. This is something that has been around for a really long time, whether it is an issue, whether it is ancestors, whether that's what it is, ancestors. You know why? It's underneath the Knight of Swords here with the winds and the breezes and the Echoing Hills. This is something that the ancestors, that God, that it did. This is what's coming in right here with the Two of Pentacles and Justice underneath the sun. The Two of Pentacles here is the Ouroboros, the snake that eats itself, right? It's in the 8 form. This is something that is going to bring harmonious change. It says harmonious change in here. Everything that we've been building, voices of the divine, everything that we've been building here, everything that we've been bringing to light, everything that has tried to get us to be, you know, has gotten us to shorten our force, to block us off, to put us in our head, to it's being revealed, it's being illuminated, because in order to grow more, we must admit, I get it, we must admit our faults and keep moving forward. That's what this is here. You know, definitely what happened yesterday is part of this message. I knew that's why I wanted to come here today. It's part of this message. We cannot change anything, regardless. Like me yesterday, as an example, I cannot change what I did yesterday, or like how everything happened, and you know, but I can make it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't hit my dog at all, but she knew that she was in trouble because I've never talked to her like that. You know what I mean? Like, she knew that it was not okay, and that's why she's sitting. You know, sometimes we need that, you know, like I remember as a kid, I used to get hit with the belt all the time. I'm like, you know, and sometimes I needed it, but a lot of the times I didn't. But, and doing it all the time, like my mom punishing us all the time just because she felt a certain way, you know, was overkill. And that's why I don't raise my kids like that. I don't yell at my kids all the time. I don't, you know, get angry all the time at them, you know. It's like, because then it would just be repetitive, and then be like, oh, mom's always angry, you know, and then they would never listen. And that's how I treat my dog. Like, that's how I treat people. Like, I don't just, you know, even with the lady, even after all that happened and her dogs, yeah, a lot of people that were on my end would about, get your fucking dog, you know? No, I was like, are you okay? That lady fell, and then her dog got away, not on her, like, yeah, the dog was too strong for her, but she also had coffee in her hand. She also was juggling the other dog, so, you know what I mean? And when the other dog came, the other dog came. So it was just like, you know, having that energy, good morning, having that energy to just be able to move forward, you know, not be in your head, to move forward, to illuminate what we need to illuminate for ourselves as people, with the Queen of Wands, moving forward, not hiding anything, sharing our secrets in the Hierophant type of way, right? With the Knight of Pentacles, that builds the land, that brings the voices of the divine together, because it's okay to make mistakes. We are only human. We are not perfect. We, you know, people fuck up. People fuck up. And you know, a lot of the times when you're in the when you're like the one in the family that seems perfect, or the one in the family that, you know, never makes mistakes, or seems how to has it all together. Nobody has it all together all the time. Nobody does. But the thing is that you can do all the right things all the time, and when you make one little mistake, everybody notices, and that's just the way it is. And there people will give you shit over it. So I wouldn't doubt if people start talking shit. I wouldn't. I actually expect it. And I'm gonna laugh at it. I'm gonna laugh at it, and because people will make up their own stories and say, "Oh, I feel this. Oh, I feel that." Bullshit. Bullshit. Because me myself, I know what is true. I know how I live my life. You should know what is true for you. You should know how you live your life. Whatever people are saying, whether you let it affect you or not, is on you, because people can say they feel this, they do this, that, you know, about other people, but 98% of the time it's bullshit. And if you think that someone's watching you, if you think that someone's copying you, I've tested the theory about 3 times. I always test the theory, because it's funny. I have a suggestion. If you feel like someone's copying you, or like in your energy, I suggest you make all your videos private. All your videos private, and see how it goes. They'll like to use your old shit to be in your energy. Oh, Princess of Swords. Truth. It's truth. You know? 8 of Cups. Abandoned success. That's they'll fall. They will. Watch how they read after that. Watch how they read after that in this spiritual community. Watch. How is it going to affect people? Then you'll know who's real and who isn't as well. Yep, past life jealousy. These are things we've been in the full moon, fire, and divine feminine. That's right, knowledge, guides, truth. He's a little baby. Her dad's fishing her in like a Mini Cooper or some shit. Damn. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to leave those there. It's something you guys don't see, but they said no. They said no. Okay. Can I? No. All right. Not only that, there's 3 circles here, which remind me of this card. Hold on. Pisces or something. Yeah, no. This is psychic. Pisces. Hold up. Vicious Pisces. I want to see what that is. Am I missing a card? It's purple, I thought. Maybe it's not in here. Maybe I just pictured it in my head. Yeah, I thought it was in here. Anyways, maybe not. Maybe I'm picturing it in my head. But Viscia, I'm not even saying it right either. Viscia is Pisces. It's reminding me of that. It's like 3 rings. That's what this is reminding me of. I don't know what it means. I am so sorry. But this is a past life jealousy that happens, well, that happens every full moon. You see the 3 circle, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's something that someone has a darkness right in the core of them. Right at the core of them. Okay, so I'm also getting this full moon. This full moon, this is going to be revealed who the jealous people are. Ooh, oh, my nose is itching. Yep, it's true. Not only that, we have fire here in divine feminine. Good girl, mama. Good girl. She's just looking out. Her back and my back are back to back. She's probably a little sore today. I'm a little sore today. Yeah, I was rubbing her neck yesterday. She's such a good baby. Anyways, on a full moon, I am. We're gonna have the divine and I are having something special for us. So I don't know when that is, but I will figure it out. So with fire here, it's something that's going to ignite the fire. I was talking about that yesterday, igniting the fire within yourself, igniting the fire within the voices of the divine. With this divine energy, with this divine feminine energy, it's lighting that up. It's becoming, it's exuding the knowledge that you have, the guides that you use, and your truth. I said this earlier. This is what is going to happen. The feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, it's going to ignite your knowledge, especially from your past life. It's going to bring out jealousy in people. It is going to do that. You must understand that this is something that is deep within them. You see how there's a dark dot in there? That's how they started their life. Their life started in darkness. Ours did too. At one point, we had to go through our emotions, see the light, have consciousness, and now this is the sun. It's showing others how to do it without telling others how to do it. That's what this knowledge and guidance and truth is. It's using your intuition, using your actions as a way to show. We also here have psychic at birth. Psychic and home, new life, good fortune. This is something, your gifts, your psychic gifts, your psychic abilities, whatever that is, use them. Use them. Don't be afraid to be who you truly are. Don't be afraid to, practice certain things. Don't be afraid. And I hope I inspire you with my gifts, I do. I hope that you don't claim them to be yours, but but I absolutely you should practice my gifts too, but if you want, but yeah, responsibly. Anything that's done with the light, for the light, from God, will not be used in a negative manner, period, point blank. Or there will be action taken upon you. For reals, that just landed in here. So action will be taken. And it's within the rooted fire, which is the light. Interesting. Interesting. I love it. Thank you. All right, let's use this pretty deck. Ace of Treasure here at the bottom of the deck. Let me see. I actually, you know what? I just go along with this one. Let me see. Hold on. I want to read this book. So treasure is material. So treasure is a pentacle. Pearls are what? Pearls are the water sign. Pearls are water. Okay. Treasure is wands. Wait. What the hell? Oh, yeah. 8 pearls, water, treasure, earth, wands, no, pentacles. Treasure, oh, duh, treasure, pentacles, material things. Okay, yeah. Spears are swords. Yes, and I don't know, coral. Coral is what? Fire. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Wands. Okay. 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 So Ace of Treasure is the Ace of Pentacles, which is the, why are you upside down? Which is material things, material abundance. I knew I was kind of doing it right. That's it. Okay. I have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. We have the Five of Spears, which is reversed. Why is it upside down? Anyways. Stick like the wall did yesterday. Damn. Get with the program. Get with the program, bitch. Alright, here we go. No, you stay here, monkey. You're a good girl. Good girl. I know you're a good girl. Yeah. Like good girl. We're almost done. We almost done, I promise. Oh, my cards are fucked up, girl. That's why. They're all messed up, man. I don't know what happened. It was yesterday. Okay. Jesus. Sorry. Yeah, your hair got in my mouth. Five of Spears, Five of Swords reversed. We have the Truth here. It's gonna knock down. Yeah. Four of Cups here. With the Ace of Treasure and all this going on, it's going to bring someone out of the cold. It's going to, not whether it's yourself or other people, it's going to bring someone out of there, but they're going to be very unsure of how they're being taken, how things are going. It's going to be a very healing process, and that's normally what happens. Normally what happens is that the healing starts to come around. You know, once the Five of Swords, it's like being left out in the cold, and then Pearls is like trusting again, whether that's trusting yourself or trusting others, right? Excuse me, with the Star card here, it will be okay to trust because the Star card is a healing card. It's also, it can also put people in their head. Yeah, okay. So there's a big group here. 7 and 7's 14, 15, 16. There is a group here that is about of 16 people, I want to say, not including this King of Spears here, which is the Knight of Swords. There's going to be the deception, the lies, the putting people in their head, the manipulation, all that here is ran by this King of Spears. The Ten of Treasures under the Ace of Treasures, the Nine of Treasures under the Truth, the Nine of Coral. Coral is fire. Okay, so the Ten of Treasures underneath the Ace of Treasure. The Ace of Spears is underneath the Nine of Treasure. Nine of Treasure. This is wish fulfillment. The truth is coming out, and there is going to be a lot of material abundance for a lot of people, for a lot of us. This Five of Spears, the Five of Swords underneath the Nine of Coral. It's like the fire is melting, has melted something. The fire has melted something. Yeah. The fire has melted the Nine of Spears. Interesting. We have fire, and up in the mind here, it's like it's burning away whatever this Nine of Spears is. It's actually also protection. This is protection. She's hanging on. She's hanging on to something. She's hanging on to her lies. She's hanging on to her lies. Some people will lie till the day they die, and that's fine. You know, there's nothing we can do about it, but there are other people here who are making the choice to walk the way of the Hierophant. You know, you see the choice, her choice is going up towards that, which is going up towards the Hierophant and walking that path of truth, walking that path of the sun, walking that path of the Queen of Wands, the Queen of, you know, walking that path of beautiful. And not only that, this last card in here with this was the harmonious change. And I never mentioned justice. This will be justice of people deciding to walk a different way, to I don't know, it's going to be a beautiful change. You're going to see a lot of people you know, changing. A lot of women, a lot of feminine energy, really ready for the change to be human and divine and make it intertwine. You know what I'm saying? It's that's what it feels like here. That's what it feels like here. It's a very beautiful, it's like complicated but not complicated energy, but it feels that way because to a lot of people it's a tough decision, you know. But you already know the decision, what decision you're going to make. The action of doing it is what's hard, right? Yemaya, mother of all, divine care. This is the thing, though. You know that you will be taken care of by the divine, and it's a number 4. It's a lot of stability that people don't really realize is the result of. So it says, what is one trace of evidence of divine care or providence in my life at this time? It says, in times of suffering, it can be difficult to believe and feel that we are loved, protected, and supported by the divine, especially when there's little to no evidence or it manifested in our physical surroundings. Yemaya reminds you that you are her beloved child and you are always held in her sacred womb. Know that divine care and protection or providence is always available to you and you never are truly alone. Yemaya, a powerful Orisha or deity originating in the West African Yoruba culture, is the mother goddess of all bodies of water and associated with creation. Good morning. Associated with creation, fertility, and providence. Her name derives from her Yoruba words Aya, meaning mother, and Omo, meaning child or children, and Eya, as a fish, translate to mother whose children are the fish. Mermaids. It says she became a prominent between 16th and 19th centuries when 10 to 12 million African slaves were transported from West Africa to the Americas. About 15% died at sea during the Middle Passage alone. So many suffering souls sought the providence to Yamaya, though forbidden. Many in modern-day countries like Brazil, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Trinidad, and Guyana. Guyana, that's where my son is from. Isn't that? Oh no, maybe not. He's Guamanian. Continue to worship Yamaya in secret, and multiple religions such as Santeria were birthed through the mixing of traditional West African religions such as Yoruba with Roman Catholicism. Interesting, I never knew that. As a nurturing, loving, yet fierce matriarchal figure, Yamaya is like the amniotic fluid of the womb that protects and nourishes an unborn baby. Like modern science, many ancient cultures believe that life first began with the ocean. The queen of the ocean is truly the seed at the beginning of all life on earth. Yamaya is not only of the ocean, she is the ocean. And so her nature reflects its beauty, fertility, profoundly and majestically, as well as raw power. I was at the beach yesterday. With my friend, and we just sat like right on the shore. Not even on the shore. We sat on bricks and our feet were just in the water. It was a beautiful day yesterday, regardless of what happened. All right, we're going to get one from here. One from here, and then, well, we'll see. We'll see how many. Hey, monkey. All right, what are you gonna? Okay, 2. Yes. Okay, 3. All right, we're doing 26. 26, 27, 57. Awesome. Okay. It's, wait, oh, I was looking at page 26. Hold on. 25. So, 26. 27. Morning. And 57. Interesting. Okay, so let's do this. So we're doing 26. Shows like my neighbor's a bitch. Anyways, invisible ink. Loss, unrecognizable, love erased from the paper before the words were even spoken. People that live in the dark. Interesting. It brought me to that jealousy card, wherever it is. It says, this card brings a message. You have missed opportunities for the life you desire. 5 of Pentacles upright. What am I doing? Okay. It says you are more than capable of making your aspirations come true, but you are stuck in a type of holding pattern. Your inability to move forward is keeping you from everything you want to achieve. Maybe you have low self-esteem issues. You don't believe in your deserve true happiness. Perhaps you're afraid of change, leaving you feeling petrified to do anything because you don't feel good enough to make it all come together. Procrastination could be keeping you stuck here when you need to be there. How many times have you missed out on opportunities because you came up with too many excuses for why it may not work for you? Maybe you look for perfection in everything until you're exhausted. So once again, you end up walking away. Because of these types of behaviors, you probably faced quite a few failures. Now it's time to turn the tables. You need to be honest with yourself about self-sabotage and how you might be hurting yourself in this way. If you are unaware of what you are doing, now you have clarity. Sabotaging behaviors also exist in love relationships and wounds that of our past that shape how we react in the present. You want love to work, but you're afraid of another broken heart. Thus, you might be missing loving relationships because you're trying too hard to keep yourself safe. Maybe you're scared of rejection, so you never step up and take a chance. You're anticipating a bad reaction on your insecure way of thinking, so you just stay in your comfort zone. You are overly concerned about what others think of you. Here's the thing, you can sit here and worry about it, all the things that you could go wrong, but That's not bringing joy to your world. You cannot predict what might happen tomorrow, so don't ever assess your future. Start living here in the now. All things are possible, so move forward with confidence and stop being so negative, even jokingly. If you say it enough, you are training your mind to believe it. Negative thinking creates negative behaviors. Improve your self-esteem by using your words like, I am deserving of success and love. You are totally capable of achieving your desires. So have faith in yourself. Remember, all good things are earned, not given. Exactly. I've earned this. I've earned this. Period. And that's how I live my life. I used to suck. Okay, my whole thing was I used to suck at softball. I used to play right field. Okay, right field. Everybody knows that right field is where the slowest player plays. But I ended up being catcher. I ended up being pitcher. I ended up playing center field. I ended up playing left field. I ended up playing third base, shortstop, second base. The only base I didn't play was first, but even though I couldn't because I was too short. But I played all the positions in softball. All of them. And at the end, I became team captain, and I played shortstop. And then when I played co-ed, I played third base, and all the guys would fucking beam it towards me. You don't even know. And I used to play half the line. So third base was right here. Home plate was right here. I would play right in the middle. And guys would fucking beam it to me. And every majority, 95% of the time, my reactions were just like, pop, and fucking throw them out. Pop, throw them out. And they'd be like, damn. Because they don't expect a girl on third base to fucking be about it. Okay, just saying. But they'd be like, good catch. I'm like, thank you, you know. And I try not to be cocky about it because I know it was a good fucking catch. Believe me, I know. And it scared the shit out of me because it comes straight from my face. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I remember one time I was barely coming back from my Achilles tendon injury, and I was playing in Echo Park. And this guy, I was playing shortstop, and this guy beamed the fucking ball to me. I swear it was coming straight from my face. I just went, and I ducked, and I felt so fucking stupid. I'm like, my light flashed before my eyes. You really did, though. That was the first time I ever dodged a ball in softball. I was like, okay, maybe I'm out. I need more time, like practice and shit, because that's not how I want to go out. Yeah. Okay. Story time's over. So here, the red rock. Hurt me if you must. I will carry the pain of your brokenness. How thankful we are when we have someone by our side to support us in times of need. We whisper a blessing and give a kiss to that special person. It's rare because these days everyone seems to be running in different directions. It's not easy being a good friend, a true friend. It takes sacrifice and dedication. You have to be willing to put loved ones' needs in front of your own, and it's not something simple. It's not a simple thing to accomplish. This might require you to overlook your mishaps and flaws without judgment, or if they do something horrible to hurt you or break you down, you try to make sense of it instead of turning your back on them. Choose to rise above all the pain and carry them out of the fire. That's what that means. So the fire, divine feminine, it's that initiation and carrying each other out of the fire. Please do not turn your back on your loved ones during the most desperate time of need. Listen to your heart and find your strength. Maybe you are the only person to truly understand them. This kind of love for partners, friends, or family is significant, and with this particular challenge comes growth. Your devotion and loyalty will not be overlooked. Everyone needs compassion and kindness. When you are willing to give it unconditionally, you are selfless. There's this big dog walking by, and she's super quiet. Good girl. Come here. Good girl, Orion. Good girl, Mama. Good girl. Not everything needs a reaction, baby girl. I'm glad you learned. I'm glad she learned from yesterday. So this is 57, such a beautiful card, Kaleidoscope. It says, perfection is uncomfortable. Oopsie. Perfection is uncomfortable. It hurts like brand new shoes. Oh, for reals. I got brand new Reeboks. I hate Reeboks. But I got them because they're platform and they're white and they're beautiful. Hi. Just kidding. It hurts like brand new shoes. Learn to love all the pieces of you, flaws and imperfections. Yeah. It says our hearts, wants, and needs are not easily obtained because we are also uniquely complex. While we are born into this world with a powerful charisma that instantly draws people to them, this is an exception, not the norm. These people usually have a way of striking up a conversation without hesitation, but a lot of people overthink about what they should say or do or shouldn't say, which can lead to real awkward conversations at best because do not easily engage with others. They might have missed uh, they might have missed meeting that special someone or perhaps a business opportunity. It's normal for people to feel out of place from time to time, but for some, anxiety and fear and the thought of being judged by others can be overwhelming more often than not. They may get lost and miss social norms and cues, such as knowing when to say hello, or may slip up on their words. It makes them uncomfortable when they try to speak in a group or gathering, so they refrain. Or the other extreme. Now they are embarrassed and even more distressed, and these actions and reactions hold them back from regular social interaction, which is an important part of life. They are encouraged to break free from the restriction of the inner voices and instead empower internal strength. We all have unique purpose here on earth, and so we go through a lot of obstacles to complete our intended loss. With faith, practice, patience, things will get better. Remember, life is about trial and error. They should try and push themselves out of their comfort zone a little bit more every day because it's the small steps that eventually takes us where we need to go. Hypnotherapy would also be a great option to consider. Certified hypnotherapists and trained to relax the mind help build self-confidence when needed. Where there is will, there's a way for us to conquer all obstacles. Just trust in yourself because we are like a giant kaleidoscope. Okay, so I use the example of a Tiffany lamp. It says, we are like a giant kaleidoscope, beautiful broken pieces of colored light grouped together in constant change. With the slightest motion, things shift, creating a brand new perspective to ourselves. It's so true. It's a kaleidoscope. Not a Tiffany lamp, because a Tiffany lamp is set like that, right? Kaleidoscope is a good one. All right, guys, one more card. Whispers of healing. Just one. Okay. Okay. As humans, we are perpetually learning and growing. Learning to handle emotions coming from attentiveness, managing stress, anxiety, and anger is a learned skill. Understanding what sets you off, distress, or anger. Wait, understanding what sets off your distress or anger, choosing how to respond to your triggers will more effectively. Persist with this approach until it becomes an automatic response. It says, be like a child, willing to learn in awe of the world around you. The butterflies in this picture are symbols of transformation. If you are willing to work on the situation, transformation is inevitable. The prevalence of green means healing and abundance are not far from you. We talked about that in the beginning of the reading. It's all a learning experience. We can learn from ourselves. We can learn from our mistakes. We can. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for being here at Inward Revolution, where the human and the divine intertwine. I leave you with health, wealth, and happiness, peace, love, and harmony. My name is Delana. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe to the video if you come this far. If not, see you around. Live long and prosperous. Bye.